Hello, Gauchos! Let's revisit some of our advisory expectations so that you can make the most out of our time together. Some of this slide may be a little bit of review, but there's also a really new important key piece that we want to make sure that you are familiar with as we move forward in our semester. So just a reminder, advisory is your dedicated time to catch up, get ahead, and connect with important school information. This presentation will help you understand how to maximize this valuable period in your school day. But also, we're going to talk about how to flex or move to a different classroom during advisory. That way you can go to a different teacher's classroom for support. So just as a reminder, right? Advisory provides a structured environment where you can focus on your academic needs while staying connected to the school-wide information. Some great things for you to do during advisory are to check your email, check Aries, Google Classroom, complete your assignments and your homework, receive some targeted help from your teachers, catch up on your missing work, or maybe just engage in some quiet reading. Really, the purpose of this presentation, though, is to explain how you can receive that targeted help from your teachers by flexing to their class for additional support or going to their class for that additional support during the advisory period. So let's flex. First of all, we want you to know that student movement for flex is allowed the first 10 minutes of advisory only. That means if you are going to flex or go to a different class during advisory, it has to be during the first 10 minutes of the advisory class. So what does this look like? Well, first, the student will arrive to advisory and attendance will be taken by the advisory teacher. During this time, it's a great idea for you as a student to independently check your email, check your Google Classroom, check out Aries, see if there's an area of focus for you for this current advisory class. You also are going to want to check your 5-star under the flex schedule to see if a teacher has requested you to come to their class for advisory or if you want to sign up to go to another class for advisory. Once you have found your flex schedule and you know what the plan is for that day, you're going to show your advisory teacher your flex schedule so that they can approve the move to the other class. You are going to then go or flex to the other class that you signed up for. Once you get there, make sure you put your cell phone in the pocket. The teacher in the flexed class or the new class that you've arrived to is going to take your attendance in 5-star to make sure that you have made it there safely. Finally, you, the student, are going to stay in the flex class for the remainder of the period. So you are going to spend the entirety of the period in this class, and then at the end, when the bell rings, you can get your cell phone out of the pocket and head home for the day. Now let's take a look and see what this is going to look like on 5-star. The first thing you want to do is go to 5starstudents.com/CasaGrandeHS. This is the same place you go to get your bathroom pass. You're going to click sign in and use your student ID number and your last name. From there, you can see here's where you get your hall pass, but we want to access the flex sessions. So you're going to click on My Signups. On this page, you will see the signups that you currently have. For me as a student, I can see that my teacher signed me up for an advisory session on Wednesday, and it's to make up a writing assignment. So be aware that your teachers can sign you up for flex as well. But I also want to be able to sign up for my own session, so I can see the upcoming dates that are open for me to be able to sign up. I want to make sure that I go to my teacher on Friday. So to sign up for that flex session, you'll click View. And here, right now, we only have one teacher. However, anyone that is currently your teacher will show up here. So you can pick from any one of your teachers to go to their class during advisory. You're going to click Sign Up. And now you are signed up for that flex session. So when I go back to my signups, this is what I see. So I know that during advisory, because I'm going to go somewhere different than my advisory class, these are the two places that I will be going. When it's time for you to go to that space. So it's advisory class, your advisory teacher took attendance, and you're ready to flex or go to another class for support. You want to show your teacher the My Sign Up so that way they know that you have permission to go there. As a reminder, whether you stay in your advisory class or you flex to another class, we need to make sure that we're all participating in creating a productive study environment. Advisory is designed to be a focused academic environment where you can concentrate without distraction. That means that advisory is a phone-free zone. Phones need to be put into the cell phone categories during advisory time. You also need to make sure that you are staying seated in your assigned seat unless you have permission to move around, and you're not hopping from classroom to classroom just to visit and say hello. You are able to flex or go to one other class for additional support. But remember that if you flex or go to another class, you are staying in that class for the entire time of advisory. When we use advisory effective, you are going to see better grades, reduced stress, deeper learning, but most importantly, more free time, because there's going to be less homework for you to take home, and that means that you have more time to enjoy your activities outside of the school day. So some final takeaways. Advisory is a dedicated time for academics and school-wide information. It's your opportunity to get help, catch up, or get ahead. We want to make sure that we're respecting the academic environment by staying seated and keeping our phones away. We always want to get prior approval before visiting another classroom or flexing. And when used effectively, advisory can significantly improve your academic success. Together, we can make advisory a valuable part of our school experience. Thank you, Gauchos.